first carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jameis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Joe Mixon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Play fake. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Baltimore.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
They had two straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
And a yard at their 49-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Baltimore.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Jaguars nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Westbrook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Winston. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Flip. 57, Mike, 57. 6 man.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mixon. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambo will this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner, and in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Dobbins
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
A 44-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hakeem Butler, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. 1 play and into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mixon with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
57, Mike, 57. Bandit. Lights 57.
A first down throw for Winston. That's complete to Butler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
57's the mic. Watch 57. He's scared.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Winston. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Jackson on 3rd down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on it man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Winston. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up third and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll throw again. Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Number 15.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Again, it's Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and 14.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Wait. Babies cry all the way back home. Check 3. Easy.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 33-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, taking away